he had choked me to the point of almost death after brutally beating me like a punching bag and turning the room into a boxing ring, basically. The whole time that he was beating me and punching me and throwing me across the room, I do remember thinking to myself, you can hit me all you want, but I will walk out of here, or at least get out of here alive. I do remember thinking, I will not have my family, bringing me home in a body bag. It's just not going to happen. And I stayed pretty strong that whole time, and then at the point where he had pinned me down on the bed and put me in a position where I couldn't move, he bent down on top of me and whispered in my ear, I'm going to kill you now. I want you to think your last thoughts before you go. And then he proceeded to start choking me, which everything went black. And I remember going, and that was the very first time that whole night that I thought, I'm going home, dead. I'm going to die. And I remember the last little bit of control that I could have at that moment was, I'm not going to look at you while I die. And so all I could do while he was choking me was just, turn my head to the side a little bit and go. And I did. I let go. And I don't know what happened. I don't know how he was thrown off of me, but he was. And I was able to get up and go across the room to get away. I was made to make it think it was my fault. And it's the worst feeling ever. And it's something you can't ever, it takes time, you work on it, but it stays with you. Take it one step at a time. If you look way too far ahead of it, it's overwhelming, it's scary, and you won't leave. You have to look at it one little baby step at a time, otherwise you're not going to get out. And what's most important? Is it most important to have that ring on your finger and say, I'm still married, or is it important to get you and your children, if that's the case, out of a house that's volatile and dangerous? What's more important? Being found in a body bag or getting out? My involvement with the Shasta Family Justice Center started before we even opened, and it was just a thought being put together, basically. It's one of the most important things, I think, in my life, as far as, things that I've accomplished. And to be somebody that can represent strength to somebody else is phenomenal. The Shasta Family Justice Center is a place of hope, it's a place of safety, it's a place of support and love.